voice over the continent. Please, the floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Excellencies, heads of state and prime ministers, honorable ministers, president of the Amadeus Institute, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished speakers, distinguished guests, comrades, friends, and partners, ladies and gentlemen. First, I have to convey to you warm Pan-African greetings of His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, the Pan-African Congress of Kenya, and the people of Kenya. I am most delighted to join you today. Nothing gives me greater joy than to participate in forums where we are fulfilling promises made to our people and our partners while reimagining the Pan-African agenda. The Middays Forum is indeed one such event. I wish to congratulate you all for this strategic initiative of the Middays Forum that finds resonance in initiatives that anchor Pan-African strategies in policy making and overall governance of our African states. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pan-African dream is built on the promise of upward social mobility for all. However, the vast majority of our African population has seen our social mobility rates stagnate. For most Africans, the Pan-African dream has stalled. Thus, investing in Pan-African strategies for the next generation through a bottom-up approach to creating better outcomes for the children and youth will kickstart the Pan-African dream of realizing shared prosperity for all. Restoring higher levels of Pan-African social mobility will be among the most important political, social, and economic challenges that Pan-African strategies will need to address. Already, we are witnessing in these current times how frustrating this stagnation is destabilizing both institutions and dividing our society. The longer we wait to address the issue, the more tumultuous our politics will become. The time to act is now. The question is, who will lead the effort to expand and actualize these Pan-African strategies? And the simple answer to that is, it is us, the Pan-African youth present here today. Over the past decade, it has become apparent that we cannot rely upon our own governments, but rather our regional and continental organizations to build shared Pan-African strategies that work towards positive outcomes for our children and our youth. The kind we are witnessing with the creation of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Fortunately, as higher levels of government are faltering, cities and counties have stepped up. Local leaders have recognized that the issue of stagnant opportunity is far too urgent to wait for other levels of government to act. In communities across the continent, leaders in local governments should join forces with non-profits, philanthropies, and businesses to increase the magnitude, quality, and coordination of the Pan-African strategies towards cradle-to-career investments for our children and our youth. Pan-African strategies will work to realize the existing potential of investments in young people, dominated by the safety net already found in the public education systems. As technology and global competition have come to demand a higher degree of skills training than ever before, and many of the fastest growing demographic groups in our countries face the steepest educational and developmental challenges that need immediate intervention through Pan-African strategies. For our leaders, ensuring that our children and youth have access to meaningful opportunities is more than just a social responsibility. It is an economic imperative for our countries in delivering on Africa's goal for inclusive and sustainable development. Every African country wants its children to succeed, but what exactly constitutes success for young people? Ideally, success for young Africans means reaching the middle class by middle age. And what does it take for our children and youth to reach the middle class by middle age? In today's hyper-competitive, technology-driven, globalized economy, some kind of shared social economic idealism is required. That shared social economic idealism forms the backbone of the Pan-African strategies required to build from the bottom to improve the desired outcomes for the next generation. We must and should increase the interventions that unpack the Pan-African idealism to our children and youth, as this will form a concrete new manifestation of the Pan-African drive for unity, dignity, and collective prosperity for all. We should also keep in mind that in promoting the bottom-up approach, in unpacking and implementing Pan-African strategies, policy making and execution, being intentional, engaging in sincere conversations, and sharing common standards of accountability will be central to maintaining consistency and desired impact for our children and youth. I wish you, on behalf of all the Kenyan people and the Pan-African Congress in Kenya, successful deliberations in this forum, while looking forward to the outcomes that will embrace Pan-African strategies for the next generation through a bottom-up approach to creating better outcomes for children and youth. Together, we can convert our challenges into huge opportunities for better governance, peace, security, inclusive and sustainable development for all. Thank you, and long live the Pan-African dream.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mrs. Charlene Ruto. This is with these words of hope that we are closing this session. We are very